Hey everyone, welcome back to Critical Hit Reviews. Today we're diving into EA Sports FC 26, the new iteration in the franchise that promises change, innovation, and yet, in many ways, feels like more of the same. So in this video I'm going to take you through why I think FC 26 fails to break the mold, what problems still haunt it, and whether there's anything worthwhile hiding beneath the surface. Strap in, this might get messy. Let's go. One of the biggest critiques of the franchise over the past several years is that each new release often feels like a roster update plus minor tweaks, not a full reinvention. FC 26 was marketed as responding to complaints, but many players see it as more of the same. As Operations Sports pointed out, past editions from FIFA FC have felt like patch updates rather than brand new games, because the base engine and mechanics are largely reused, same core systems, same Frostbite base. Many of the old issues carry over. One of FC 26's headline changes is the introduction of competitive versus authentic presets. Competitive is used online, authentic offline. You get a very different gameplay feel depending on what you're in. But you can't use authentic in online modes, which many see as a limit on giving realism to all players. The competitive side is built around fast, flashy gameplay, trick moves, high scoring, but that tends to reward attackers and make defending feel weak. Many reviews note defenders struggle to perform meaningfully. The risk, you end up with two games mashed into one, neither of which is entirely satisfying to purists. Some modes feel hollow, especially when you see inconsistent decisions or arcady behavior in what's supposed to be a football sim. Defending remains a sore spot. Community forums and user feedback claim defenders often feel sluggish, unresponsive, or perform badly in obvious defensive moments. The defenders have zero movement. Some say players still act without realistic weight or inertia, dribbling on ice. No sense of resistance or momentum. Inconsistent tackling or tackle-back issues where the ball bounces uncontrollably back to the attacker were a long-time complaint. Some reviews say FC 26 attempts to address it by improving regained control when tackling. But critics note that the system still skews too much in favor of attackers and diminishes rewarding disciplined defending. Also, minor but irritating quirks persist. Weird AI decisions, mispositioned players, passing inconsistencies, ball physics oddities, bounces, weird deflections. Technical issues on launch, crashes, connectivity problems, server stability, especially when many players go online simultaneously. Forums list technical issues, performance, crashes. Because the car remains familiar, these small annoyances feel more aggravating. You expect better. Ultimate Team, FUT, is still arguably the flagship mode, and monetization practices are still heavy. Packs, microtransactions, power creep, premium content locked behind payment are all criticisms that haven't gone away. Even in career mode, which many hoped would get a big overhaul, the changes are more cosmetic or incremental. Some new features like off-pitch drama, manager live events, random events are added, but many players feel the depth is still lacking. Management or long-term decisions don't have enough meaningful impact, and the mode still plays too similarly to past years. Some premium pass are locked content, icons. Heroes are only accessible via FUT monetized content, making cross-mode progression feel gated. Presentation, commentary, menus. These get polish, but they don't fix the underlying structural problems. To be fair, FC 26 does bring improvements, better goalkeeping, refinement in animations, more polish in UI, more responsive dribbling, and passing controls. The authentic preset gives a slower, more realistic match feel offline. Some positive reception. Critics note these refinements make the game feel more playable and cohesive compared to FC 25's worst aspects. But these improvements are mostly surface level. They smooth over rough edges but don't overhaul the structural flaws. Monetization, mode depth, split identity, legacy issues. Many players are vocal. FC 26 is still so bad. Same old EA doing nothing new. In forums, some warn that whatever improvements are made, people will still complain. If EA focuses on career, UT fans complain. If UT gets prioritized, career fans complain. The central tension: can EA ever truly satisfy both the pure sim crowd and the competitive arcade crowd in one package? FC 26's attempt to straddle both worlds may leave many in the middle disappointed. So that's my take. FC 26 is not a total disaster, and there are improvements, but in many ways it still leans too heavily on the same old foundations. preserving the same flaws that have frustrated fans for years. The split between competitive and authentic feels like a bandage over a structural fracture. The monetization and mode design problems remain. If you're watching for real change or a fresh start, you'll likely be disappointed. But if you're already invested in FUT or are okay with incremental upgrades, FC26 might still offer enough to keep you playing for a bit. Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree. What are your biggest frustrations with FC26 or past FC FIFA games? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell if you enjoyed this. Until next time, keep hitting those criticals. Peace out.